to the Westside vlog here at Large Portland. I'm Jessica Bridges, reporting to you from the back room of our office. Updates since the last vlog. It's been a little over a month. So last one was April 16th, today's May 29th, about a month and a half. A part of the context for the West Side is that we've been East Side primarily for the past 30 years, so life keeps happening on the East Side and also in broader L'Arche, nationally, internationally. So just to name a few of those highlights from the past month, because that's really been a lot of what we've been living in the past month. We said goodbye to our East Side community coordinator of the past year and a half, and we've already also welcomed Allison Krieger as the new East Side community coordinator. We've also welcomed a couple of new assistants just in the past week or two. Olivia is a summer assistant, Sam is a live-out assistant. We have an East Side core member who went into the hospital and is now in a rehab facility, so that's a big piece of what we're living right now. Another good friend of the community has had health issues lately, and which precipitated a move to a new home for her that suits her current needs better. So yeah, some heavier things. Jean Vanier, founder, one of the founders of L'Arche International, died earlier this month. So we've been remembering him and honoring his death in different ways. We had our annual Spirit of L'Arche Spring Social. We've been preparing for regional gathering. Some of us also attended Developmental Disabilities Advocacy Day in Salem, which affects, just another larger network that we're a part of, is the DD, Developmental Disabilities World. And so other things more focused on West Side. Our last L'Arche at West Side monthly community gathering happened in May. Our last gathering we kind of run on an academic year, so we take a break for the summer. And we just kind of did some recapping of the year. We did a rose, bud, thorn activity of what's been really lovely roses, what has been sticky or hard, a thorn, and what are we looking forward to as a bud. And so in that way, getting some feedback on the year and dreaming about what next year could look like. We watched a clip from Jean Vanier's funeral, and we made a fun plan, or made a next step of a plan for a quilt project that some folks are going to collaborate on to make maybe some gifts for future new members of the West Side House. And kind of moving into summer mode, we have a few summer events coming up. One is a screening of Summer in the Forest, a film about Jean Vanier and his L'Arche community in Trolley and a couple of other L'Arche communities around the world. And that will be on the West Side, and an exciting kind of way of reaching out to folks on the west side of Portland. Be hosted at Cedar Mill Library. And we'll have also a community-wide community picnic in a more central location. We annually usually have a summer picnic, and that'll be at Overlook Park, closer to downtown. Hospitality at the house. We have hosted a couple of daytime training formation reflective kind of spaces. One was a Rules of Cooperation Train the Trainer, which was a morning-long gathering of some L'Arche folks from Tacoma, L'Arche folks from Portland, and our facilitator, who's a former community coordinator, Allison Holkaya, and our Tacoma folks also spent the night, so had a little bit of slumber party space for that. And then later that week, we hosted our leadership team's retreat. That entity has like a day retreat space maybe a couple times a year, so utilize that space since it's not being lived in yet in a more permanent way. And then coming up, we'll be hosting Jesuit High from Sacramento, California in a few different ways. We'll have a day trip to the coast that will be bridging the east and the west side, along with our guests from Sacramento. And they'll also do some gardening on the east side and join us for Tizay and a bowling outing. But they'll be staying on the west side, possibly at the L'Arche Westside house, but at least using our kitchen. So some ways that we're mutually supporting each other. A couple of other school and churches that we've been connecting with in the past month. Oregon Episcopal School is located in Beaverton, and they came across the bridge to have a garden work party at Neocani House on the east side. And to look forward to ways that we might continue to collaborate with Oregon Episcopal School, because they're actually located much closer to the Westside house. Beaverton First United Methodist Church. This coming Sunday, Eric Conklin and I are going to be co-preaching along with a just about to be determined a group of folks from probably Nehalem House. So sharing about L'Arche in that space. And Eric and I also met with a pastor of Christ United Methodist Church, which is also a Methodist church in Beaverton, and learned that they just recently have had some new attendees at worship who are people with intellectual disabilities, adults with intellectual disabilities, and so kind of wondering how we can be supportive of them to widen their welcome and how they might partner with us. House renovations and maintenance. Our grass is currently really long. Our mower is currently not working, so we have a couple things that we need to tend that don't naturally get tended when someone's not right there all the time. So we're looking for a volunteer to mow our lawn, and someone to take a look at that mower and see if we can get it back up and running. Our dishwasher is also broken, had been working. So it's some things that are coming to the end of their lives or needing a next pick-me-up, just like any home. And we have our next handy person work party coming up on Saturday, June 29th. And that'll be kind of a full morning of still tending some painting of trim and tending things like covering up wires that are exposed and things like that. Our community living supports, applying for that kind of endorsement, care endorsement. Our application was sent off on May 16th by Maggie Clack, our Director of Operations. So that's a huge step. And we have a few remaining questions that we're following up on, and then we have a waiting period of 60 or 90 days. That's also a question that I have out that we're following up on before we can deliver services under that endorsement. And then finally, in the realm of discernment about who will live in this house, Andy, our executive director, has been consulting with other organizations to learn more about how their rental agreements, program agreements work, and also consulting with a landlord-tenant lawyer to get advice on our rental agreement as well. So we're in that consultation phase and hoping to have that confirmed, or at least a strong sense of which direction we're going with that agreement very soon. And then we'll start working to integrate feedback that has been offered on the draft of our application to live in our homes, to share life in our homes, and aiming to launch the application this summer. So that's where we're at.